It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick.
And now it's time for your CHMA News. We're broadcasting from Sackville, New Brunswick, the heart of the Maritimes and the traditional and unceded lands of the Mi'kmaq people. Coming up in the next 15 minutes, we'll have your local news, Atlantic update, weather, sports update, and some community announcements. And here are a few briefs put together by our community mentor / editor, Katie Tower. Thanks for joining us, Katie, and thanks for putting these together. We will be reading these if there isn't a local story. But Clinton and Laura are both recovering, feeling better, and we'll be getting you a story tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But for today, it's a couple local briefs. Station 8 in Dorchester is hosting a workshop this evening, Monday the 24th, that will help separate facts from fads when it comes to nutrition. Registered dietitian Haley Langier will lead the hour-long session on nutrition myths, unpacking some common and confusing claims about food and health with science, not scare tactics. Langill will also answer your questions about those nutrition tips or trends that are also popping up online, and will help participants figure out the best methods on how to eat right for your body. The free and informative workshop will get underway at 6:30 p.m. and will start at Station 8's Community Food Hub at 8 Station Road. Station 8 is a cooperative dedicated to nourishing the community and tackling local food insecurity head-on through community-based solutions, working closely with partners across Tenshamar and Atlantic Canada to coordinate on food security strategies. Station 8 has been widely recognized for its innovation, community engagement, and for operating a unique social enterprise. Its largest food security undertaking to date is the development of a new community food hub, which officially opened in April 2024, that serves as a center for all things food related. And Tenshamar Council has delayed a motion to approve the purchase of 6 new truck mobile radios for Sackville's Fire and Rescue Department, with concerns coming from several councillors over the high cost of the new units, who said they'd like to see staff research the possibility of getting similar radios at a lesser cost. Council decided during its November 12th meeting to put the motion off until its next regular meeting on December 9th. Coming with a price tag of about $7,000, the 6 radios were budgeted as part of the municipality's 2025 operating budget. The radios are said to be an upgrade from what is currently used within the department and a much safer option for its members. Sackville Fire Chief Craig Bowser explained at an earlier council discussion meeting that some of the current TMR radios his department uses are not even designed for fire service, saying they are not heat-proof or waterproof. The new model, says Bowser, will serve us better for operations in the field. It's designed for the field service, so it's extremely rugged, he said, also adding that it has better multi-channel communication capabilities. And finally, Tenshamar's second Moonlight Madness is the second Moonlight Madness of the season. Will kick off with a bang next Friday night. The holiday event will feature a special fireworks display, a display that is not normally put on during the town's fall fair festivals, but had to be rescheduled at that time due to exceptionally dry weather conditions. During its monthly meeting on November 12th, Tenshamar Council approved the temporary street closure on Dufferin Street in Sackville on December 5th from 5 to 7 p.m. to accommodate the Moonlight Madness fireworks. The fireworks will be set off from the Lorne Dufferin ball fields starting at 6 p.m. If you can get a great view from Marshfield Middle School field. Rain or snow date is set for the following evening at the same time. That's some local briefs for you. Coming up next, we have a few local announcements.
Hi, everyone. I'm Bria from Caper Radio CJBU in Sydney, Nova Scotia, and you're listening to CHMA.
And here's some news from the Atlantic regions. If you can just give me one quick second to get coordinated, which I don't think I am. Okay, here we go. New Brunswick paramedics will take place. New Brunswick paramedics will take place in a mental health study out of the University of Regina. Let's try another take on that one. New Brunswick paramedics will take place in a mental health study out of the University of Regina. The study topic comes from a 2017 request by the policing agency to find a solutions-based approach to keep their members mentally well. A team of psychologists and researchers came up with a mental health monitoring system that the paramedics will complete, meant to intervene before the medic's mental health deteriorates. Officials want the study officials with the study say the hope is that checks acts as a early warning system. An independent U.S. senator from Maine says she's worried about how Canadians are going to react on a personal level to tariffs imposed on Canada by President Donald Trump. The tariffs have clearly caused economic pain for Canada, but Angus Kim told an international security conference in Halifax the deeper problem of the cultural break. The idea that Canadians don't think of Americans as their friends and neighbors, but as adversaries. Republican Senator Tom Tillis reminded the audience that Canada and the U.S. are part of a broader family of democratic countries that have a long history of squabbles over trade. Tillis delivered a harsh critique of what he said was Canada's failure to meet its financial obligations at NATO, saying Ottawa still owes the military alliance about $300 billion. And Fredericton police say 2 people have been arrested after officers seized nearly half a kilogram of fentanyl. The Fredericton Police Force say a 28-year-old man and a 32-year-old woman are charged with several offenses, including possession of for the purpose of trafficking. The forces say 445 grams of fentanyl seized last month represent about 220,000 street-level doses of the opioid. Police say they seized cocaine, methamphetamine, and methamphetamine pills. And in a recount in an electoral district near St. John's has reaffirmed the Progressive Conservatives' slight majority win in Newfoundland and Labrador's provincial election. The province's elections authority says a judicial recount has determined that Tory Paul Dinn beat Liberal Dan Bobbitt by 106 votes in the Topsail Paradise riding. The vote tally on October 14th election night had resulted in Dinn winning by a margin of 102 votes. The Progressive Conservatives won 21 of 40 seats in the election, edged out by the Liberals, who had been in power for 10 years. And finally, the Halifax International Security Forum wrapped up yesterday with a focus this year on the challenges democracies around the world are facing. The forum brought more than 300 global delegates to Halifax, including politicians, academics, government officials, military leaders, and non-government organizations. During the 3-day convention, attendees heard from several Canadian leaders, including Defense Minister David McGuinty and Justice Minister Sean Fraser. McGuinty held bilateral meetings with representatives from Colombia, the U.S., Latvia, Netherlands, Estonia, and the European Commissioner for Defense and Space. In a news release, McGuinty said that in an era of rising authoritarianism, strength lies in unity. And that is your Atlantic update. I'm going to be back with your weather in just 1 second.
Hey, this is Heather from Sackville, and you're listening to CHMA.
And it's a gorgeous day out there. Coming in this morning was a lovely walk, a little nippy, but not so bad. Environment Canada sees it as -1 right now in the Sackville area. Today you can expect it to be mainly cloudy with a chance of flurries. That would have happened earlier this morning, but I don't think that's... could be. It's one of those days where you never know. But I'm going to bet no flurries this morning. But Environment Canada thinks that we'll have a 30% chance of flurries. Clearing by this afternoon, wind up to 15 kilometers an hour, high +2. Wind chilled -7 this morning. Tonight, clear, becoming partially cloudy near midnight. Wind up to 15 kilometers an hour with a low of -6. Wind chilled -10 overnight. For Tuesday, November 25th, a mix of sun and cloud, becoming cloudy later in the afternoon. Wind becoming west, 20 kilometers an hour, gusting to 40 in the morning. High +5. Wind chilled -8 tomorrow morning. For Tuesday night, cloudy periods with a low of 0. For Wednesday, November 26th, periods of rain, a high of 6. Wednesday night, periods of rain with a low of 4. For Thursday, the 27th, cloudy with 60% chance of showers and a high of 11. For Thursday night, clear with a low of -2. For Friday, the 28th of November, sunny with a high of +2, and Friday night, cloudy periods with a low of -6. And Saturday should bring a mix of sun and cloud, high of -2. Saturday night, cloudy periods with a low of -10. And a mix of sun and cloud anticipated for next Sunday, the 30th of November, with a high of -2. And that's your CHMA weather update. Here is Brian Nielsen with your sports news.
Yesterday, National Football League action Saw the Chicago Bears defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers 31-28 at home to go 8-3 on the season. The Patriots, with the best record in the NFL, defeat the Cincinnati Bengals on the road in Ohio 26-20. It took overtime for the Lions to come back against the New York Jets. Their 34-27 victory in overtime was forced that way after a 59-yard field goal as the end of the game expired. The Green Bay Packers all over the Minnesota Vikings 23-6 in Wisconsin. Seahawks with the 30-24 victory over Tennessee. The Kansas City squad defeat the Indianapolis one 23-20 in overtime to keep their playoff hopes alive. Ravens defeat the Jets to get their fifth win in a row 23-10, moving to 6-5 on the season. Shedeur Sanders, son of Deion Sanders, wins his first career start as an NFL quarterback. Browns defeat the Raiders 24-10 in Las Vegas. In overtime, it was the Jacksonville Jaguars 27-24 victors over the Arizona Cardinals. Cowboys come back from 21 points down to defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles 24-21. Falcons with the 24-10 victory over the New Orleans Saints. And in the Sunday nighter, Los Angeles Rams, pure dominance over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They win with the final 34-7. On the ice yesterday, it was the Buffalo Sabres defeating the Carolina Hurricanes 4-1. Wild shutout the Jets in Winnipeg 3-0. It was one goal to win it all. The New York Islanders defeat the Seattle Kraken 1-0 in a shootout. The Avalanche with a 1-0 victory over Chicago in Chicago. San Jose Sharks defeat the visiting Boston Bruins 3-1, and the Calgary Flames record their third victory in a row with a 5-2 decision at Vancouver. NBA action, they were playing, and that, of course, NBA action is fantastic. If you're a fan of the Miami Heat, a 127-117 victory for them over the 76ers. Atlanta Hawks defeat the Charlotte Hornets 113-110 to move to 11-7 on the season. Celtics with the 138-129 victory over Orlando at home. It was the Cavaliers by 15 over the Clippers, 120-105. Eastern Conference stalwart and in second place, the Toronto Raptors with the 119-109 victory over the Brooklyn Nets. It was the Thunder moving to 17-1 on the season, beating the Trailblazers 122-95. Trailblazers being the only team that have defeated the Thunder this season. Phoenix Suns with the 111-102 victory over the San Antonio Spurs. And it was the Lakers by a bucket in the late game. They defeat the Utah Jazz on the road 108-106. Action on the Mount Allison side of things saw the end of the 2025 season and the games for the basketball teams. Men and women both on the road against Mount St. Vincent. And both teams are on the wrong side. The men lose 108-74. The women kept it a little tighter, but they lost 77-65 in volleyball action over the weekend. Once again, Mount A women's volleyball went perfect 3-0 in the first game, 3-1 a victory against Mount St. Vincent. Those sets, that moves them to 6-2 on the season. And the women's hockey team once again had a rough go of it. They lose both games on the road this weekend in Halifax, 7-0 at St. Mary's and 3-1 at Dalhousie. They'll finish off the calendar year this Friday in Charlottetown against UPEI. Puck drop at 7 p.m. And that is your CHMA Sports Update for Monday, November 24th.
Thanks, Brian. And a couple of local updates for you. What is happening? Let's check out The municipality is saying on their socials nothing new at the start of the week just yet. And Jeremy was not in this morning, but hopefully next Monday we'll have Jeremy McLaughlin in again at 8:15 as he has been doing. Just checking through Tantramar socials, and they are just reiterating a few of the things they've been talking about the last couple of weeks. They are trying to get the word out more about the Grab a Seat donation, or it's a sponsorship sponsored for the to raise some funds for the Tantramar Civic Center. They've listed a group of folks that have purchased 10 seats or more. So they're just trying to get you enthusiastic about trying to get some of these seat sponsors. And you can find more information at tantramarnb.com if you would like to do that. They're also putting out the word again about the drop-off letters for Santa, which you can do at 31 Main Street. And the festive mailbox is all set up in the lobby, and Misty is ready to help. And they'll be accepting letters until December 5th. So there's not a huge amount of time, just next week, I would guess. There we go. And they remind you to please include your child's name and full mailing address so Santa can write back. And they're also letting you know about the bike repair workshop that's coming up with Basil from the bike specialist over in Amherst. This is going to be happening November 30th, this coming week, from 1 to 4 p.m. at St. Anne's Church Hall at 65 British Settlement Road in Westcock, and it's $40, 16 plus, and participants between 16 and 18 must have a parent or a guardian present. But that'll be a good one. I was hoping to get there, but I have to be away, unfortunately, so I'm going to miss it, but I would like to do more about that. Also, taking a quick look at the municipal calendar, there's a special council meeting coming up today, and that is at 2:30 p.m., and they say you can also stream it on YouTube, and Committee of the Whole at 3 p.m., and that also will be available to stream on YouTube as well. Taking a look at what's coming up. What else is coming up in the Tantramar region? Sunday, November 30th, the Truman Blueberry Farm Holiday Vendor Market 3 is happening. It's a Wonderful Life, 2 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Screening at adapted stage reading of the movie script. That's part of the Holiday Cheer Play Festival, which also features The Tinderbox by Eva Lucas and the play One Christmas Carol and Grandma's Christmas Movie Extravaganza at Dinner Theater by Charlie Reindress. And a reminder that Moonlight Madness is coming up on the 5th of December, and there will be another regular council meeting on December the 9th. That is your news segment for Monday, November 24th, here on The Voice of the Marshes. I'll be right back with some music for you in just 1 second. And that's Brian Wilson with your CHMA.
Hey, good morning. Hi, everyone. My name
Hi, friends. This market might be pint-sized, but it is bursting with unique goodies and scrumptious bakes. Yes, I'm talking about the Port Elgin Farmers Market that happens every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Their winter location is going to be the Port Elgin Regional School at 33 Moore Road in Port Elgin, New Brunswick. Friends, you never know what you might find there. For any further questions, email PEFARMMARKET, that is pefarmmarket@gmail.com.
And that was your CHMA News. Please visit www.chmafm.com for more news and to sign up for our email newsletter. Funding is provided by our monthly sustainers, the Community Radio Fund of Canada, and the Municipality of Tantramar's Community Development Grant. If you have a story idea or would like to include an announcement, please write us at news@chmafm.com. All right, let's get some music going. It is currently 9:20 on Monday morning, and it's a nice day out there. I got some music picked out. I got some Bella Galasso with the track The Cult. Airplane to Nowhere from Anna Tivol coming up next. And Tennessee King, Most of My Days. Some Dana Sippos with Songs of Longing. And Living Hour with Texting. And that will get us into the 9:30 mark. But I'll be right back after this with a calendar update for CHMA. That was Bella Galasso with the track The Cult. And I have Anna Trivel coming up with Airplane to Nowhere in just 1 second. I'm going to let you know about the CHMA calendar updates, the schedule. Nothing new, but I'll just like to send out the reminder. But before I do that, I also wanted to let you know about the Christmas cheer from the Tantramar Community Association. This piece of paper was passed along, and if you have any information you'd like us to read on air, you can reach out to us at station@chmafm.com, and you can also visit chmafm.com to submit a form if you'd rather type it out instead of as an email. And you can go to chmafm.com, community news, hit that on the menu, and then if you scroll down you will see submit a local announcement, and just send us the deets. We get that right away. We pass that off to all of our hosts, and we'll also make a 30-second spot for that to get into rotation, which if you are a listener to CHMA, you can hear those all the time. We love making them. Siley is great at it. Eric's been jumping on board, and I'm a little shy with the local announcements. I don't feel that mine are as good as Eric's and Siley's and Newy's and Ashna's. Ashna does really good ones as well, but we all really enjoy getting the word out. So, Christmas cheer from the Tantramar Community Association. Here's what the note says. The holiday season will soon be upon us, and the Tantramar Community Association needs your support to help make Christmas a special time for all members of our community. In 2024, the Christmas cheer program distributed approximately 36,460 grocery vouchers to over 250 Tantramar area families. Toy bags and gift cards of over 187 children, and fruit baskets to 41 local seniors. In total, Christmas cheer assisted over 500 individuals last year. Because of the current economic climate, they continue to expect increased need this year, and they want to thank you in advance for your generosity, because they'll know you want to give. You can now donate safely and securely online at christmascheersackville.ca. So that's really important. Some other ways you can help include mail your donation payable to Christmas Cheer to Royal Bank, 103 Main Street, Sackville, NB, E4L 4B1. Drop off your donation payable to Christmas Cheer to the teller counter at the Sackville Royal Bank. You can drop off new toys only. You can drop things you can drop off include new toys only, hats, mittens, gloves for families in need, and you can drop that off at the Sackville United Church at the corner of Bridge and Main from 10 to 12 and 2:30 to 4:30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you're aware of individuals or families within the Tantramar area requiring assistance, you can contact 536-883-8883 or 536-5556 between the hours of 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. before December 8th. 2025, of course. And they ask that all toys and clothes be received by December 12th this year, and all monetary donations are 100% tax deductible, and you will receive a tax receipt early of 2026. So that's a great way that you can help get some support for folks over the holidays. And again, that is from Christmas Cheer, the Tantramar Community Association. And that website that you can find that information out is christmascheersackville.ca. And really quickly, I'm just going to, let's play a song, and then I'll come back with that CHMA schedule, because nothing's changed. I just want to remind you about it, just something to talk about. This is Airplane to Nowhere from Anna Tivol.
Starting over, climbing up from a dream that you were driving out into the badlands. Best intentions right up front, but the dream was just a phantom. Never